Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Taylor on first down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Taylor nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Jordan Phillips able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Taylor. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Taylor. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen, 48 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just... the play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. A first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Wide, get wide. Kill. Let's go. Kill. Turn up.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. This is intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The intended receiver there, Allen.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the side. Murray fighting, lost the football, and picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
On 2nd down, it's Drake looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Here's Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Draw play, it's Eckler. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a real priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll sneak it with Taylor. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. This time Taylor will throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 3 yards out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 16.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Taylor throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor now. Throwing again. Completes it to Watt. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Here's tight end Clay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he's got Fitzgerald. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Cardinals first down.
Murray now on first down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I smell fear in that offense. He's coming. Double up.
Now Taylor. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Taylor. Steps away. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half. but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He finds Hopkins complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. On 1st down, Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
3rd down and 2.
Shady weapon.
49, check 49, check 49.
Look, wait.
Stay with your man.
Where's the
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Dancing, and he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Taking it in from 4 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. Going deep here for Allen. And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Byron Murphy. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Well, he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 84 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger offense set to take over, led by Tyrod Taylor. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Kirk now, the return man. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
52. Mike 52. Watch the run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. On 3rd down, Drake. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, running right, Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. Tight dog.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Taylor to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Kirk. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the intercept.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Throwing now is Taylor. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now it's Taylor. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now Murray completes it to Fitzgerald. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On first down, Drake. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
He's crashing. He's checking crowd.
Back to throw, Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here comes the Arizona defense now onto the field. And they'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. The intended receiver there, Allen. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. After the turnover, here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. The Charger drive about to get going. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However,